What's going on? Welcome back. I want to jump right into this video. If you clicked on it, you know exactly why. You're tired of that little voice within, but don't be tired of it or afraid of it just yet. You're not going insane. You're not going crazy. I'm gonna give you 3 tips, as always. You know what we have to do over here at Bonms Experience. I'm gonna give you 3 tips on how to not only improve the voice within, but actually build a relationship with the voice within. First and foremost, there are 2. You have the positive one, and you have the one that kind of wants to distract you and keep you off your purpose. That's the one we're gonna get rid of. No! Now we can jump right in. The first thing that I want to tell you, tip number 1, do not compromise. Ever since from a very young age, we knew exactly what it is that we liked. We knew what we disliked. Over time, as things began to evolve, we began to compromise a little too much. You knew exactly what you liked, and you knew what you disliked. And that goes for activities, that goes for movies, that goes for subjects, that goes for sports, that goes for even food. You knew all these things growing up. However, as things evolutionized and people start introducing more things to you that you probably wanted to grow closer to or build a better relationship with, you begin to get away from what it is that you love and enjoy all your life to kind of more so appease these new people that you're trying to, for whatever reason, build a relationship with. That's the first thing that I would share with you. Do not compromise. You cannot compromise. It is imperative that you do yourself a solid. You do yourself justice by being true to yourself. Something as simple as your food that you enjoy. If you love pizza rolls, hey, you don't have to settle for crab legs and lobsters and steaks and tomahawks and all that. Just go eat your pizza rolls and enjoy it. Do yourself a justice by putting yourself first and listening to the voice within. Tip number 2. Tip number 2 really runs parallel with the first tip. Don't try to fit in. You have to be true to yourself. You have to be true to yourself. Whatever it is that you like, you put that first. You have to listen to the voice within. If you like the color blue, you enjoy the color blue and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If you're a 6'8" guy and you like pink suits and yellow ties, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Keep it simple. Don't compromise what it is that you like, what it is that make you feel complete, what it is that gives you joy, fire, inspiration to go out there and be the best version of yourself every single day. And that brings us to tip number 3. You have to keep things simple. You have to keep things simple. Tip number 3 really harmonizes with the first 2, but to break it down even further, you have to keep things simple, because when you keep things simple, that agenda is much easier to sustain. Improvement will happen over time. The more you do something, you'll get better at it. The more consistent you are in something, it's inevitable. You'll get better at it. So those are the 3 tips that I wanted to share with you today. Tip number 1, don't compromise. Tip number 2, don't try to fit in. And tip number 3, it's simple. That's exactly what it is. Maybe these are a few tips that you can add to your life that will make things a whole lot better and allow things to flow a lot smoother. So don't worry about the voice that tries to distract you, that tries to tell you to compromise. Listen to that inner voice, because it's going to lead you in the right direction. As always, befriend today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.